In 1877, the City of London was flexing its muscles as the thriving centre of Western Ontario. With a population of 18,000, London was already a rail hub for the Great Western System, the forerunner of Canadian National. Oil refineries in East London were also an important part of the economy, with crude being brought in from the Petrolia oil fields. The saga of the Black Donnellys continued to draw daily headlines in London's two main newspapers. Also making headlines was a baseball team called the London Tecumsehs. With talent culled from the local ranks and an infusion of imports from the United States, the team had defeated the defending Guelph Maple Leafs 5-0 for the Canadian Championship the year before. The Maple Leafs were financed and organized by pitcher George Sleeman of Sleeman Brewery fame, and its exploits earned him a place in the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, an honor that so far has eluded the Tecumsehs. Games between Guelph and London often drew crowds of upwards of 6,000, and train excursions to and from these games were popular events. Both teams had strong lineups and took on, and usually beat, all comers. The Tecumsehs' 1877 schedule shows an exhausting 80 games, of which they won 47, lost 26, and tied 7. They would hit the rails to play such teams as the Chicago Stockings, St. Louis Browns, Brooklyn Hartfords, Columbus Buckeyes, the Boston Red Caps, Louisville Grays, plus teams from Detroit, Philadelphia, Rochester, Milwaukee, Erie, Pennsylvania, Manchester, New Hampshire, Lynn, Massachusetts, and Binghamton, New York, and of course at least 8 contests with their old rivals from Guelph. But it was a game on October 7th with the Pittsburgh Alleghenies that solidified the Tecumsehs' place in baseball history. Led by import pitcher Fred Goldsmith, the Tecumsehs defeated the Alleghenies 5-2 on London's home field at the Forks of the Thames, and at the time said to be the finest baseball grounds in Canada. Overtures to join the National League were spurned by the Tecumsehs because the National League wanted their clubs to play only their member teams. This would rule out any of the lucrative Guelph-London exhibitions. Unfortunately, the 1877 euphoria died a year later. Sporadic fan interest and the withdrawal of financial backer oilman Jake Engelhart forced the club to release its import players, including Goldsmith, the reported inventor of the curveball. The Tecumsehs folded as a professional team at the end of the 1878 season. For almost a decade, the London Tecumsehs made their mark in Canadian sporting history, and tonight, the London Sports Hall of Fame is honored to include them in the class of 2009.